Well, you can call it Make a Wish for our military. Some lucky wounded warriors are getting a lift from generous Americans to make their dreams come true and give them a little R&R after sacrificing so much. Joining me now is a co-founder of PALS, Joe Howley, and Gunnery Sgt. John Hayes, who went on one of these trips to Chicago. Guys, nice to see you this morning. Welcome to Fox and Friends.
Good morning.
Joe, let me start with you. How did you come up with this idea to help our veterans this way?
Well, we have joined with various organizations that help other military people, military organizations, and we joined with them to go down to Bethesda and give them a little R&R. It's a really wonderful way to get them out of the hospital. They're there for many months at a time, and for them to be able to go out and see the world, see that the citizens of this country really embrace them is a really wonderful thing, and it enables them to come back and have a little bit more hope for the rehabilitation as they come out.
Yeah, and everyone needs a vacation. And Sergeant John Hayes, you had one of these trips. You were actually able to fly on one of these flights that Joe was able to provide. What did this mean for you?
It was phenomenal, Clayton. To say it was a dream come true is it wasn't a dream of mine as a kid living in Florida to ever go to a Chicago Bulls game. I knew it would never happen. So when I was approached by Joe and my friend Mike that we could go, I was floored. I jumped out of my chair. Wow. And I couldn't wait to kiss the floor and go to the sacred ground that is United Center. So I was very thankful to do that.
I'm jealous. I would love to go to the United Center sometime too.
It's awesome.
And John, you're a double amputee. You still use a wheelchair. Still active duty in the Marine Corps. You have a wife and 3 daughters. You meet obviously and know this is such a tight community of those who have sacrificed so much for their country. What does it mean for other individuals to just get out, get some air, get a little rest and relaxation, because that time in the hospital, getting back to who you really are, being able to rehabilitate, takes some time, takes some effort. What does that mean to you?
It really does, Clayton, and that's really the unseen side of the rehabilitation. Is the depression, is the days and months in the hospital. You know, this is a devastating injury for most guys. You know, and in the military, you know, we're pretty headstrong, we're pretty confident, and when you lose a majority of your body and know that your life's forever changed, I know I'll never walk my daughters down the aisle, and that hurts me deeply. But when I get invited to the Chicago Bulls auditorium and the United Center, and that really kind of helps, you know, sweeten the deal and get my mind off the negative and really focus on the positive, and that life can turn around, and there are good people out there that care about me and want to see me succeed. Joe,
what does this mean to you and your organization being able to provide this free air transportation for veterans in this country who have sacrificed so much? What does it do to your heart? It must really make you feel really special to be able to do something like this.
It really does, and what's really great about it with these type of trips is I get to stay with them overnight or the 2 nights that we stay. It's a fabulous thing. One of the trips I took my son, so they get to see the sacrifice that people his age actually have had to endure, and it's really a lot of fun. And what I really get a lot of enjoyment out of is to watch the soldiers the second day, because they really relax. They're out in the public. They're seeing that they're not on show, let's say, or out for show, and they're just really having a good time. And it's a wonderful thing that PALS is able to do to offer that to them.
Joe, real fast before we go, is there a website people can go and help donate, provide some assistance?
Yes, there is. It's www.palservices.org, palservices.org.
We'll make sure we link it up with foxandfriends.com as well to give you as much traffic as possible. Joe and John, thanks so much for your service to this country and what you guys are doing. It really is special. Thanks.
Appreciate it.